Or, here's what I will do, I offered it to her, and I'll leave the offer open. If she'd like to apologize, I'm willing to not press criminal charges and to not follow through with going to all the select board meetings to demand her job after her 90-day probationary review, which would happen after a complaint like this is filed on a channel with over 250,000 followers. I've been nothing but polite to you and your staff. I haven't been putting cameras in people's faces, going into places I shouldn't yet. There's no excuse for her to behave like that. So if she wants to give me an apology, I won't press charges on her.
I don't know what, like, again, I just showed up, obviously, so I don't know what happened before.
You're the chief.
Before I got here. I am the chief, just so you know, we also have body cameras, so everything's like audio and video recording.
No problem.
So I don't know if she wants to apologize or not.
She can certainly ask before.
My thing is, obviously, I come, like, to, if you want to talk to police about something.
I am good. I've heard nothing but good things about Hampton Falls Police. To be honest with you, I did an investigation into Hampton. From people that aren't around here, they often get confused as being one of the same.
Yeah.
So I've heard nothing but good things about the police, which is why I haven't started to stop your department. Listen, we came in here, we've been nothing but peaceful. We haven't been yelling at people, we haven't been putting the camera in people's faces. Her office door doesn't say authorized personnel only. I can go in there and spend as much time in there as I want. I left her to be in her office, right? I'm very professional at what I do. I've been doing it for a long time. There's no reason someone should treat me like that, firstly. And secondly, she told me I couldn't film. She shut the door violently. She didn't close it on me, it's on film. Film doesn't lie. It tends to tell the truth a lot more than politicians, right? She used it to intimidate me. And all I said, and all I want, is an apology. Because my daughter is 11 and I have a 3-month-old at home, and I teach them when they do a no-no, they say sorry. We're gonna do that with the government here today. Right, like that behavior is unacceptable. So if the town administrator would like to ask her if she'd like to apologize for her behavior, I would be happy to not pursue criminal charges with all the resources available at a 250,000 person vault. And you can check my list if you like. I post it regularly on my community page. At this point, I have over 36 officials fired for misconduct, some less than that.
That's obviously up to them. I can't
So
ask anybody
I'll let you take lead. If you want to see if she wants to apologize, I'll wait here peacefully, the same as I have been. See if she's going to apologize today or if she's going to be going to court today. I thank you for your professionalism, Chief.
Do you want to have a conversation with me?
He showed me the video. I just saw it like barely.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if you want to watch the video, see what he's talking about.
No, again, that's up to.
The argument is battery, and we'll see if the prosecutor picks that up. But assault doesn't even have to make contact. Just in a threatening motion, I can use my hand or something else to place fear in the individual. She doesn't decide if I am putting fear or harm. That is me. Battery can be argued because she actually connected with me, and she not only struck my hand, she struck my phone.
Sir, obviously, if you want, like I said, if you want me to take a report, we can.
I'm just gonna wait to see if she apologizes. The only thing being clogged up right now is you being willing to ask her. We don't know if she's willing to apologize because you haven't gone and asked yet. If you want to put her freedom in jeopardy, you can hold that train up as long as it's at the station. I'm just waiting to see if she'd like to apologize to me to avoid criminal charges.
Again, I can't put that.
Oh, 320.
320. Still.
I'll just wait here while you ask her, unless you don't plan to ask her. Then you're taking away her choice to own up to what she did. Something wrong.
I'm just trying to remember what I saw on the videotape and decide if, you know, it really is an assault or battery, you know.
I didn't see, obviously, you know.
You're not allowed to
without
film
looking-
me, violently closes the door to the point where it's smashing into my phone in my hand. Very simple. An employee acting within their official capacity tries to restrict someone's First Amendment right and then uses force or intimidation to subdue.
Just like a pad of paper.
I'll be with you in just a minute, okay?
Sure thing. I think this is really an educator today.
So you don't want to take report just yet and just wait.
Yeah, no, I want to give her the opportunity to apologize. I don't like to have people arrested or charged or have to go through the court system unnecessarily. If she's having a bad day, maybe she's having a bad day. But if she's willing to apologize, I'll take an apology.
Do you wanna provide your name and information yet, or you don't wanna do that?
No, I understand that for the purposes
Oh,
of
you're right.
of
Just
a police
asking.
report, yeah,
Just
if I
asking.
file a police report, obviously I'll have to provide my
You wanna-
identification.
Wait, you wanna wait?
But I'm gonna wait and see what
Okay,
happens.
just making, I just wanna make sure that.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I get it,
upfront,
man. I have no
understand.
problem with you, chief.
Okay.
No
No,
problem
no.
with you, you've been very professional. Everyone in here has been very professional.
Tammy?
I don't think this gentleman works here, but he absolutely should, because
Hi,
this
can I talk to you for a
gentleman is
second?
fantastic. Very, very aware, very nice guy, need people like that in government. If you want me to blur your face out.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. You?
Glad to hear it. Okay.
All things considered.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
could be warmer out.
I wish. This cold weather's for the birds.
Yeah. Don't enjoy it myself.
No.
So when stuff like that happens.
Actually, having a nice conversation with that gentleman. Interrupted my conversation.
Was that you having a nice conversation?
I was having a nice conversation with him.
Okay.
Yes. We were talking about, I don't know if you remember the Poppy Montgomery thing.
Mhm.
So Poppy Montgomery was a little girl. The DCF over in Massachusetts screwed up, gave custody
yeah.
to the
Yeah,
father.
yeah.
Father killed her. And, the case ended up here. So I was asking him about the revamping of both DHHS up here along with DCF over in Massachusetts and how they should probably revamp the system the way it is,
Mhm.
And that's when all this went on. So just one of those things.
You got a long drive over from the police department, huh?
Yeah, far away.
Did you just walk over?
Yeah.
I would too. I would too. I'd shovel a little path right from there to here.
No, this stairs there.
Oh, Ellen?
Yeah. There's a path already.
I get to tell you how many times, like, when Hampton came up.
Roger, the fall 320.
320. I'm still.
I'm sorry that I slammed the door. I need to go back to work. Good day, sir.
Wow.
And you know what? It's big of us to even accept the fake apologies attached to severe attitudes. So I wish to not file a police report.
Thank you.
And for a viral video, people that do what we do, you can ask this gentleman and ask the chief. Official arrested is great for a viral video. I'm here for education, right? Like, you could have had a bad day and could have got someone that acts insane. And I'm very professional because the purpose of what we do is to provide education. And I don't know what happened today that made her upset. Maybe it's a personal thing. But, and I know you know this, you have the top job. When you're a public facing employee, like, it's important, and I'm sure with almost everyone that comes in here, there's no problems, and I'm sure if I ask most people in the town, tell me about Hampton Falls Town Hall, they're gonna say, you have not seen a better town hall. Because that's what I hear all the time from different places, and that's similar to what I've heard from here. Problem is, some people don't have the altruistic intentions that I have, where I just wanna make sure that my rights are respected. Some people care most about that viral video. And the next thing you know, nationwide and in other countries, her 10 seconds of the worst day of her life has gone viral. And now she's getting fired, and there's possible charges pressed, and the town's getting, nobody wants that. I certainly don't want that. I didn't come here looking for that
No,
today.
that's not happening here today. So, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. I've gotta get back
before
to
you
work,
leave,
too.
I'd like to place an RSA 91. I'd like to do a right to know request. I want the names and salaries of everybody that's here today.
It's public information. You can get that off the
Ma'am,
website.
that would make an undue burden on me. I don't have to go to a website. I'm giving you the request.
I need it in writing, please.
No problem.
Okay.
Piece of paper and a pen.
Thank you.
Okay, you can submit the request in writing and tell me
I
exactly
can submit it here,
how you
and I
would
can
like
also
it.
submit it verbally.
Being
Trust
so
me,
passive-aggressive,
I can
like,
tell you
we're
right now,
trying so hard.
you're not gonna win this argument with me. I've already fought this in the Merrimack Superior Court, and I've won. Please, just file the 91A and let me get my stuff.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
got that form for 91A already.
It's like, I don't know why she's being so passive aggressive, and that apology was so fake. And it's
Listen.
just, I still accept it. I still accept it.
I just wanted to do my record request at this point. I don't think that that's unrealistic.
Just a piece of paper and a pen.
Thank you.
Do you feel that that apology was sincere?
I have to get back to work. I have a public hearing tonight I have to prepare for.
I appreciate
Okay,
it, ma'am.
thank you.
But do you feel that that apology was sincere? That she gave?
That's for you to determine.
I'm just
not me.
asking, you're her direct superior, she's
Okay.
your subordinate.
I told you I need to get back to work. Okay, thank you.
So, now what do we do? There's no unauthorized access sign, so I can't be trespassing from a public place. It's consistent with
Well, that's it.
proximity.
Thanks, Ryan. Sir, it is her office.
Right, but without an unauthorized
And I
access,
don't-
no trespassing, it's open to the public. She could restrict my access at some point in the future by saying that this is for employees only.
Well-
And until that date, this is a
I
permissible
mean,
area for
would
me
you
to
like her
visit.
to shut the door, is that what you're?
She can shut the door, I'm in here until I'm done now.
What you're asking?
Well, no, I'm saying that right now, until I decide to leave this office, there's no legal reason restricting me from being in it.
Oh, so it's her, there's legal there's legal.
Privacy is on the duty holder, not me. It's her job to keep private information private. She has an office that is unsecured, that is not demarcated as unauthorized to the public, which means it's not a limited or non-limited public forum. So I have every right to be in this office, which I really didn't want to enter in the first place. But now that I'm getting a fake apology from her and a passive-aggressive attitude from this one, I'm gonna now explore this office until I'm done filming it, sir. So,
Well,
respectfully,
I guess I know, like I said.
you can take me on handcuffs if you want, but
sort
I'm
of-
not leaving this office till
My-
I'm done.
I'm just saying, my issue is sort of like, obviously there's things that are public, I know you understand your rights, I totally get that,
Right.
right?
Thank you.
Is this, the issue is if there's sort of documents out at this point.
She should have done a better
that we
job of
don't-
keeping them private, right? Like, if she has a public
Well, meaning-
office, it's not my problem, she didn't do good enough. Like, she hasn't sent me a paycheck saying, hey, you wanna help me keep taxpayers' information private? She didn't do that, right? I don't work for the government. If she didn't do a good enough job at creating privacy, it's not my job to help
Well, I
her.
think
I'm not
that's-
saying that I'm not in here for people's information. So if anyone's information, personal information gets on the video, we have a team that heavily edits any personal information. It will not make it to air, but it's not my fault. She didn't create privacy.
I guess my thought would be that's like sort of the point of the door, I guess, would be.
Well, there's a door on the town
True.
hall, that doesn't mean
True.
it's private, not accessible. The only thing that keeps a person out is unauthorized access, not permitted, or employees only. Other than that, this door is the same, chief, as that one right there. There's no difference between that door. I mean, the only secure door in here that creates privacy is the restroom, until it's clearly demarcated.
Well, I guess it's like.
You have a
Well, obviously,
door
like
at
a-
the
like a-
PD
a
that
lock-
says.
Like a locked door, you know
Not
what I mean?
locked, it's open, doesn't matter if it's locked.
Well, I mean, if it's locked,
You
yeah.
have a door at the
that's
PD that
point.
says personnel only, right? I'm sure you have one at the PD,
Still have some. Well, yeah, we locked doors, basically.
but it doesn't say personnel access only, so no civilian can walk into your armory or the booking area, I'm sure.
Well, it's
So
locked.
then they know not where to go. And now next time, when I come back here to follow up, she's gonna have a sign in this door that says employees only, and then we're still learning. You know, then she's
So-
doing the right thing. Rachel will be doing the right thing. I'm almost done here in a second anyways. I just wanna get this
Well,
proclamation.
but my issue, like I said, is really just like the.
Yeah, I'm not even-
That's sort of my issue, is like the
If
record
I
access.
was, I'd be pointing my camera to desk, but if I did, I'd still be doing nothing wrong. It's not, it's our job to create privacy.
I just wanna say to where, you know.
I get you, very nice guy, that's why I'm not arguing with you, I see where you're coming from, you wanna protect people, I'm not gonna leak anyone's personal information, however, that's again, you know who would come
Yes,
I'm JP, by the way. I
JP. I'm sorry.
To introduce myself.
I'm John. Nice to meet you.
Do you guys have a card?
No, I don't carry cards.
Josh does, maybe.
No, I honestly have no idea if he has. I would assume that you have some kind of legal training.
Not at all. I just like to watch some of these videos, so.
Well, listen, you and I both know what you said in there was that essentially we're trying to elicit a reaction, which we're not. Okay? Generally, that's what most people will tell them. Even the police will do that. Usually what happens is we'll have to request body camera footage. Now, Josh is a little bit more trusting than me, and this is why I tell you, he's the more level-headed of the two of us.
Fair enough.
Okay? Because what happens is I'm not as trusting as he is. Because I know that behind the scenes when a cop goes into a door, a closed door, they're on the other side of that door saying exactly what I'm telling you, which is they turn around and they go, they're out here, they're trying to elicit a reaction, they're trying to get you to do something or say something so they can turn around and they can sue the town or they can sue them. That's not my goal.
All right.
My goal has always been and will always be the accountability. We have, myself and Josh, found a city manager in one town that cost the second town over $13 million because he turned around and he took the outdated computer systems and instead of wiping the hard drives clean, had a kid come in. And the kid put those hard drives on a pallet without wiping them.
Very professional.
So they had to pay for
You
the
better,
townspeople
Rachel.
of 20,000 for 2 years to cover
Megan, thank you
fraud
very much for your
protection
professionalism
because of
today.
what
I
he
really
did.
appreciate it.
And he was
It's very
removed
nice
from
to
that
see
town
somebody who's very nice.
and hired by another town, knowing full well that that's what he did. So it's always for me the accountability. Same thing with him. It's all about the accountability. We're not looking for any reaction. And you and I were having, I thought, was a very nice conversation until that. And I got to be honest with you, I wouldn't be as kind as him. I mean, and that's just my opinion because you know what? At the end of the day, I don't like people touching me. I don't like anybody putting their hands on me, and I certainly wouldn't like somebody shutting the door on me. And I think that we can both agree that that's unacceptable and on any level. I don't care if somebody's got a camera in their hand. I don't care if they're just trying to have a conversation and somebody slams the door on them. That's not the way this should be, and it's unfortunate. And like I said, I'm about accountability, and that's what he's about. That's hence the name Accountability for All.
Yeah.
Not just for us, but
Sorry, I paused for a
everybody.
second. I was just speaking to Megan over at Landers. But, okay. Did you get your request training? You're filling it out now?
I'm finishing up now, and then I got to get it stamped and dated.
Excellent.
Today is the 14th, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Is it the 15th? I might be living a day in the past.
It could be if it's.
I can't admit that I'm wrong.
Is it the
but I'm
15th?
not right.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. All right. I just want to make sure I get the date right because
I can't admit that I'm wrong, but I'm not right.
I understand that.
I've been having, since getting married, I have to admit that I'm wrong right away. But that's what I say, Stephanie, I say, I'm not wrong, but you're not entirely accurate.
Sounds like a real miracle.
Oh, out on me, that's exactly how she gets it. It does not work well when I, so there's a couple that I do. So the other one is, like, I get ahead of it, because I'm like, oh, I know that this is going to, so I'll just double down on it.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, if I could, I want to make sure that you can read it because I have chicken scratch for writing. Also, if I could get a stamped copy, I'd appreciate it.
She's funny though, so like, I jumped up to steer her.
Like a received, you mean? Is that what you're looking for?
Yep.
And like,
Yep.
so I, no shame, I'm walking up the stairs.
And there's your pen back.
That's okay, it's a public pen, you can just put it back in that can there.
Okay.
She's recruited and I did it, and then they both jumped out at me. It's like, of course I don't.
Is it that bad or can you read it?
No, thankfully the bag was closed. But I appreciate your professionalism. Like I told the other young lady, Megan, over at Landers, like, there's some people that do this, that come in and like.
So this camera right here, I want the camera footage here.
No, I understand.
Alright.
I understand what you're looking for. So you want a copy of this that you dropped off?
A stamp copy, a timestamp copy.
There you go.
That's not for the right to know. I need it on that.
If you turn the pages, you can see all the information's there. It's from the town report last year.
No, you don't understand, ma'am. I need that stamped and I need a copy of that so that I have a record of that.
You just want
Right.
something that says
That says that,
received.
right,
such and such a
exactly,
date or something like that.
exactly.
I think that's, I'm sure you can do it. You have a stamp.
We don't have a timestamp for them.
Well, that's fine, just as long as you stamp it received, that's fine, and then a copy of it.
I said you were right, I said you weren't entirely right. 98% ain't 100. If it's surgery, you
Ma'am,
don't
a
know
copy
what
of
to
it,
do.
so that you have the original.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you, Stephanie, have a good day.
I'm gonna use the other copy machine. That one's tied up in a big job. Yeah.
Megan's very professional. She's very professional over the town clerk. This gentleman's a moderator for the town. He's
Oh, is he?
extremely professional, yeah.
You coming tonight?
So it seems to be that only.
The town moderator,
this
wow.
lady, is unprofessional. And like, I don't get it, is with her, man. Like,
Listen.
like sometimes you have to have hard conversations. Like you and I, we've worked together, and like both of us, like I've said to you and you've said to me before, listen, man, the way that you did that, I wouldn't do in the future, or what you said. Like we have those conversations, and we say, you know what? Let me take a look at it. We fix it, and we improve, and we move on. It seems like she only did what she did to avoid getting charges pressed against her. And she could have been more passive aggressive.
Well, the other thing too is I think that they need to brush up on their 91A up here because clearly she doesn't understand how it works.
Yeah, what did she originally say? Just go online and get it?
Yeah.
Go online and get it. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. You know what? I'll go online and get my lawyer. Listen, I was in Warren, and I was sending the video actively to my attorney as it's filming. And then he calls the town attorney and says, I don't think you know exactly who you're playing with.
You know, it's-
like we're prepared to come file suit right now. And then their attorney drove all the way from Concord
You know-
to come set them straight.
If you don't mind me asking, how long you had the little air tag thing?
I actually just got it about a month and a half ago, but I love it. I actually lost my keys and
This is
it
Megan.
alerted my
Megan's
phone.
nice.
It alerted my phone and I found them within like 5 minutes. You can set it to a sound alert.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dragon Lady.
But yeah, it literally, I mean, it's kind of like Find Your iPhone.
Yeah.
It works off the same premise.
Same
Thank you,
thing.
Megan.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
And easy to
Happy
connect and everything?
Yeah,
post-holidays.
wicked easy. It's literally, it just takes maybe less than 5 minutes to get it to connect up and do whatever you need. You know, but it's I like it. I enjoy it. I mean, like I said, I lost my keys and I found it within 5 minutes. And literally, once you hit it, you set it for a sound alert.
Yeah.
And the sound alert, just bup, bup, bup. As a matter of fact, it was funny too because my dog heard the sound before I did, and the dog was on top of my keys.
They always do, don't they?
Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
The meeting hall is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, old school, yeah, that's nice.
Fantastic. I mean, you can see like obviously like the wallpaper and the electricity, but like you can see the bones in there. Like, the
Steve, it
content
was
is
good to meet you.
fantastic.
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
Unfortunately, with a meeting
No,
like this,
no.
but you know, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. Thanks. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Thanks
meet
for
you
your
too.
professionalism.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I think that you did a fantastic job. And
No.
Hampton Falls lucky to have you.
All right, thank you.
And remind her she's got 5 days to comply.
I appreciate
How
that.
many
I
folks
appreciate
in
it.
your full time and part time? You know, man. How big is your force?
Yeah, so we have, around 4 full-timers and 4.
See, small departments, man, like, people sometimes, like, when I have this conversation of, like, where we see the worst law enforcement, where we see the best, and the conversation's, like, usually, like, oh, like, small towns, what, you know, that's where you find, like, the real corruption. I disagree. I think in the large cities, where there's less oversight, there's less coaching, there's less refocusing, there's less training, they have more issues. And then in smaller departments, like, when you can sit down and talk to the entire department
Yeah.
within 5 minutes, you can
Deliver
form
messages and stuff.
a
Yeah,
much
yeah,
better
yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
You're tighter with the
I get it.
community because they know the faces. I appreciate your work here today, man.
No, I appreciate, like you said, because I know, like, I've gone through some of these before and stuff, and I think,
Well-
it's always a good learning experience.
You know, it's funny too, because the gentleman, the moderator that was here, and him and I were talking when you guys were talking over there. And, you know, I think it's kind of funny because a lot of times, you know, again, he's a little bit more trusting than I am. And one of the things that I was talking with the other gentleman about was, you know, a lot of times you'll see these guys that go in and, you know, the officers will go in with their body cameras into a back room with somebody and they sit there going, you know, they're trying to elicit a response, don't do it, you know, and they're trying to get lawsuits. And what I was saying to the gentleman is that's not us. You know, I mean, what we're here is it's about accountability. It's about seeing where the money's going, our tax dollars, how it's being spent, how the people are treating the general public. You know, even the fact that we have cameras shouldn't be an issue. I mean, look right above you. I mean, that's a perfect example. You know what I mean? Every time you walk out your door, there's 20 million cameras on you. But what gets me is you're having a decent conversation with an officer, and all of a sudden you pull his body camera, and then he's in a back room going, yeah, man, listen, these guys are just instigators. They're out to kind of jam you up. They're trying to get a lawsuit. That's
Stuff
not
you've
what
seen in the past, you're saying.
you see it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a
You
matter of
see it
fact-
quite a bit. That's why, like, and I've seen it, like, cops that have given me their personal phone numbers. Man, we should go out and maybe grab a drink sometime. Let's talk about change. And then I was like, oh, maybe there's no need to pull his body cam. And I pulled his body cam. He was in that back room being like, yeah, you got to be nice to him. But these guys are pieces of shit. They're parasites.
Okay.
You know, it's like, it's not hard, man. Like, if we were trying to do that, it would have been very simple, right? She hits me with the door. I flip out and lose it. I place her into, I don't know, we're not in Massachusetts, but I might, depending on the laws here, I could affect a citizen's arrest. I demand that you pursue charges.
I prefer you call me.
I start screaming at everybody. I got a great title in my video, moron official arrested because she assaults me. And then the next thing you know, 300,000 people see it. It's very easy to do stuff like that, but that's not
I get it.
why
I
we're in
totally
this.
get it.
Yeah, and that's why, like I said, it's
I gotta
just,
prepare for the meeting tonight too. You,
no.
If you don't mind real
with
quick,
me?
because I'm good with you. I just haven't. I've always wanted to do this before. I just didn't know if maybe just now. I have no probable cause or reasonable political suspicion to believe that you have been, are currently in the commission of, or about to commit a felony, misdemeanor, or ordinance violation. But just for citizen safety and per my citizen's investigation, do you mind if I just give you a quick cursory pat to make sure that you don't have any rocket launchers, whale sharks, or merry-go-rounds? Real quick.
I'm okay with passing on that.
Okay, you just got my ID.
See, I asked you if you wanted to provide your name, right? Didn't I? And I said you didn't have to.
I was like,
and I was
you know,
like,
cops should approach it like that. They're like, they usually just like, you got an idea? Do you mind if I search you? I like to put it all out there. I have no PC, no nothing, but I just want to put hands on. I'm a tyrant sometimes. I'm not always right, but I'm mostly not usually wrong sometimes. I
Again,
appreciate your professionalism, Chief.
No,
appreciate
thank
it, Chief.
Thank
You have a great day, man.
You as well. And
I'm not always right, but I'm not usually wrong sometimes about things I haven't always been right about before, per se.
That was a lot.
Wouldn't you just give up? My wife says, she's like, sometimes you just argue and it's like, I know you're not even right, but I just give in because I'm so over it. I don't even know what we're arguing about. I was like, that makes two of us. Thank you very much.
Take care. Have a good day.
See you guys.
We'll see you.
Oh, I gotta let the chief leave first. I always have to let the cops go first. I always say, wait, hold the door for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's Class A 5-tier service chief today. Can I take one of the cruises for a spin? Hard pass there. My negotiation skills suck.
Then I definitely have to see your driver's license.
Don't run me for warrants.
We'll see you, Chief.
Because I'm getting in this car right here. I go not.